Hello everybody, Sifd here again with another Soulstone Survivors run, and today there has been a huge patch, the biggest patch ever, and let me show you why. Boom, skill tree, actual skill tree, every single character has their own skill tree, it's crazy, but do not get overwhelmed, it's very simple to read. Every single character gets the following thing, every single character gets a unique passive that changes the class up, like this guy gets that he gets Wrathful Focus, or he gets Rage, or the, no, don't cancel, or the Hound Master starts feeding the pets. That's the one thing the skill tree has. The second thing is something that powers up those passives. For example, you get rage faster, the rage lasts longer, etc, etc. Then you can also find runes. Then you can also find normal passives, you know, normal passives with just damage and whatnot. And then you can also find two unique things to all of them. One node, I guess a bunch of nodes that power up all the characters. For example, 5% damage on all characters, or here 10% more fire damage on all characters, or here 10% more crit damage on all characters. And last and definitely not least, every character got a unique affix. Like this guy got 5% chance to apply hemorrhage with all attacks, 5% chance to melt with all attacks, 5% chance to fragility, 10% chance fragility with all attacks. Like all of these characters got the one buff for a specific element, debuff, I guess. And we're gonna play with the barbarian today, so we're gonna be doing a hemorrhage build. Now the second thing they added is also new legendary and rare weapons, I guess epic and rare weapons to most of these characters. For example, here we got the Spiral of Shadows, and this guy also got his new weapons, and this guy got his new weapons that you can all craft and whatnot. So a bunch of new skills also got added, obviously, because with new weapons you get new skills and also new, you know, special skills and whatnot. And yeah, I mean, these were the weapons we were able to use, and now we could use this and this. Now this here has the better stats, but I'm gonna go with this because it's the final weapon. I want to showcase this, which has an attack that says slow attack strikes the targets in an area in front of us, dealing some damage and applying bleed. For the runes, we're gonna go with being able to get the same weapon, the same attack a bunch of times, because I want to only have one attack, as I always do. Then we're gonna go with we find slam skills easier, because my main attack is a slam skill. You can see here it says type slam at the bottom. And then the last three is bleed. This is very important. Every time I apply bleed or hemorrhage, which I have a 5% chance from the character itself, and also a 100% chance because the weapon does do that, there is a 10% chance that I increase my cast frequency by 1% for 10 seconds up to 30%, which is, in my opinion, really good, and I want to try it. And then we also got the old passive that said, used to say every 5 levels I got 1 reroll, now it's every 10 levels I get the reroll, but it only costs 1 point, so it's easier to slot in every single build. You can just put it in for 1 point. And I'm also gonna go with that last point into, because I only had 10 points, to go with that I start with the special passive attack. I guess the special secondary attack of the weapon is the right wording. And then we're gonna go to Caves of Dalzong, which also got remade. They changed all the units, all the enemies in the stage, so we're gonna be fighting new enemies. And yeah, I mean, let's go on full on every single difficulty possible. I think because I haven't done this, because there is no tick here, there is a chance that the game is not going to allow me to stay inside the fight. Let's hope that's not going to happen, but anyway, let's go. I mean, the game is not going to allow me to play endless, but we're going to see, Anyway, in case you have never seen this game before, you're going to see madness. This is from all the Vampire Survivors bullet hell games. This is the one that literally destroys your PC and your screen, and literally everything is going to get, you know, yeeted and deleted, and you're not going to be seeing anything in 10 minutes from now. Maybe 20. Anyway, this is one of the this ghost. By the way, we're fighting mini goblins. This ghost here is one insta kill ghost. If I go close to it, it's doing this insta kill attack. And yeah, that's from the ascension level I put in, but whatever. This here is the rage modifier, and we can even read what that is alongside also my spell. So first of all, my spell is do 1000 damage in front of us, and if it hits 5 enemies, then I heal for 3. That's actually important if it hits 5 enemies that are bleeding, but that's very easy to do. So we have healing built in the build right now. And then we also go with killing enemies grants you rage. Once your rage bar is full, you become enraged, granting you the following: 50% damage, 50% armor, 3% movement speed. And these benefits last until the bar is empty. Okay, I wouldn't really write home about the buff. Unless it's multiplicative, then it's actually really good. Let's get a level and see what we get. I'm gonna go 20% movement speed. Movement speed is always a good choice to avoid pretty much anything on the ground, as we do have 2 dashes, but dashes don't always protect you from the things you need them to, so I'm not gonna trust them anyway. What I want to do now, though, is go and find these things, these little I guess shrines, which I really want to always get rid of, because otherwise we will have to deal with explosions and whatnot. So let's just bleed them to death. And we also got our first elites, so this is going to be the part of the stage of the run where we level up very fast, very often, and become broken very quickly. because that's how this game plays. I don't want any of these. Hit the ground, slam, and deal damage, and applying hemorrhage. I mean, I'm good with these. I would like to apply hemorrhage, but I want to stick to only Heaven Strike build if I can do so. We found Fleur, which applies like infinite bleeds, but once again, I'm gonna try to stick to the good old Heavenly Strike. So let's roll these. Once again, no. Once again, no. Ooh, you know what? Once again, no. And the build's dead. I'm kidding. The build is not dead, but we are very unlucky in this. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go with quick strikes. Multi-strike and quick strikes. Wow, the game already begins, you know. Slow attack strike. Oh, this is it. This is it. I found it. Heavy strike. I found the skill at long last. Did I miss it? It felt like I've seen that before and I missed it. Doesn't matter. The game is really enjoying making fun of me re-rolling and wasting my levels, but it's okay. Everything's gonna come back. We're gonna get one more dash. That's a rare passive, and we got it very early here, so that's actually really good, because 3 dashes is insane in this game. I'm enraged! And I'm now running fast, not attacking fast. Flurry, Demolish, Shockwave. Okay, from these 3, the most damage is this one. The most bleed applications is this one. And also the most attacks. So I think I should take this. These are slams, which means that I should try to go for the slams though. So I think I'm gonna go with this one. I think I'm gonna go with hits the ground and slams. Damage increase on the heavy strike, I'm gonna say yes. Multi-strike on the quick attack, no, we're not gonna even keep that in the build. Savage strike does a 10,000 damage strike, but it's divided among enemies. I would say I'm gonna go with another hemorrhage and 1,000 damage slam. Actually, I can reroll here. Well, that was a big mistake, but it's okay. Let's go with the bomb that sucks opponents in. Damage in slam, that's nice. We got a damage up on all slam skills. That was very lucky. Multi-strike on the arrow, the game's still playing with me. Let's go with area of effect on the strike. As I said, at the end of the day, I would like to make a build that's only the slash. I don't want to have to deal with any other thing. I want to only have slashes. This one, the heavy strike. I want to only have heavy strikes if possible, because it makes the screen clearer, and also it's what I want. Heavy strike. I'm gonna throw away the... I would say this is the most random one. I mean, this is even more random. So I'm gonna throw this out. And after that, we're gonna throw out the quick strike, and then we're pretty much done. And here we are fighting the first elite, the light mage, I think. I mean, not the first boss, the first elite that just happens to appear, because you're also fighting your own units. So, like, you're fighting heroes, like the evil heroes. Area on slam, that's really good, but first we're gonna banish the fire shield. I don't want to see that again. Let's go area on slam. Let's go 10% movement speed, I would say. On our heavy slam, very nice. I am lucky on... I mean, I was unlucky in the beginning, but now I'm getting lucky that I'm getting all of these back. I would say we throw away the quick strike, honestly speaking. Area of effect on a heavy strike on one of them. Let's go first with crit chance before I start leveling up one of them. And here we go. Let's max, and now I have enraged. So let's level up. Brutal strikes, 50% chance to apply bleed when I crit. So that's obviously insane, as we are a crit build. I mean, we are a bleed build and a crit build. I mean, we're gonna build up crit to 100% anyway. So there's that, I guess. Level up. None of these, to be honest. Let's see what we find. 10% frequency. This is really good. I'm gonna take it, actually. At some point, I'm gonna take this when these two are trash, and I'm gonna use it as a quote-unquote reroll. There is no reason to not pick up the attack speed. This is also useless, as I'm not gonna keep that. Let's go with bleed. I'm gonna say 10% damage. Pretty nice. I'm also gonna get some Leviathans at some point, but then I'm gonna stop picking them up, if possible. I think one Leviathan and one movement speed is better than 2 times the same attack speed. So if I get a rare Leviathan and a rare movement speed, I'm gonna get more damage and movement speed than getting 2 times a rare just damage up, because it's not gonna even give us movement speed. So what we find, okay, all decent. I'm gonna go movement speed in preparation for the incoming Leviathan. Exactly why I just said that I should not get the straight damage and I should get a Leviathan in its place. Damage increase on these two. I'm gonna go area of effect on it. That thing is gonna stay in the build. I'm gonna keep 1 ground slam in the build. Let's level up. We got now a dash. I very, very rarely get 4 dashes. So theoretically I have borderline infinite dashes now. As in this game, the dashes cool down all at the same time. I hope they never change that, because that makes it so you are not afraid of using the dashes. And I really enjoy how we're like la 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 la, and then I'm back into my ragey normal mode and non-ragey normal mode. None of these, to be honest. Let's see what we can find. 36% crit chance is a yes. I obviously also want Bloodlust, just to be clear. But it hasn't appeared yet, and I'm not sure if this guy even can find it. Area of effect on physical attacks. Well, guess what? Everything is physical. So that is just a huge area of effect boost. And here we go. First boss is 460k life. Are they gonna go down? Will I enrage before they go down? Will I enrage after they go down? I mean, I think we're gonna enrage now. Let's go! You know what I definitely need? I definitely need to get... There is an attack. Let's go damage increase. There is an attack, which I always forget the name of, and it does as much damage as many bleed stacks the opponents have on them. So if we want to be doing a lot of damage, we obviously need that. Now, I'm not sure if this guy even finds slash skills, because that's definitely a slash skill or a thrust skill. He definitely gets thrust skills. I'm not sure about slash. Heavy strike is here. I'm gonna take it, which, yeah, I'm gonna throw away this thing, the shockwave. So let's throw away the shockwave. And now, let's see what we can find. I'm gonna say, let's go 5% attack speed. I would say what I want now is 1 time Bloodlust and 1 time the thing that I said does damage based on how many bleeds the opponents have. Let's go 10% attack speed. Surprise gift. Surprise! No. I think every character can find surprise gifts, by the way. I would say reroll these. None of these, to be honest. I'm gonna take the 24% crit chance. Crit damage, actually not crit chance. Once again, I'm gonna specifically get that 100% crit chance only if it benefits me. 20% damage. Well, not 10%, frequency is better. 20% movement speed, again. I think frequency is better because it plays into a lot of things. Like the skill that does more damage based on how many bleeds are there. Bloodlust is here, so I will take the Bloodlust. This here gives you a lot of attack speed and a lot of damage. A lot of attack speed and a lot of movement speed, actually. And we're gonna throw away one of the heavy strikes. I would even say we throw away the first one. Actually, we throw away the one with the least. Let's throw away the last one. I was thinking about throwing away the first one just to have a nice looking, you know, nice looking line of attacks here. Just for prettiness purpose. No other actual reason. Anyway, we're gonna continue smacking and dashing and just having our fun. And let's continue moving around. Now, we don't have magnetism, but the game really gives you a lot of global pickup magnets, so we're not in any real rush. The only thing I care about now is actually getting that one thing I said. And here we are fighting another survivor, another demonic survivor. Damage on the ground slam. Honestly, I'm gonna get the poison. Applying poison is good and all. It's gonna help, especially with the attack speed we're gonna have. And right now we are enraged. So right now we are in our best part of the game. Are we even gonna survive? I mean, we have 50% less damage taken, or at least 50% less more, whatever. Multicast on frontal attacks, or big magnets. Oof. There's 20% XP gain. Wait, and your pickup range modifier by 150% increased range, which collects, yeah, increased experience by 20%. 20% XP gain or a bunch of multicast. Let's go multicast. Let's go multicast. Let's go more damage. I would say level up. Nope, Heaven Strike, Heroic Strike, and Ground Slam. None of these is what I care about, so we're gonna just pass out. Multicast Slam skills, even better. Even better. Than multicasts, yeah, than multicasting frontal skills. By the way, we have a lot of healing, just to be clear. The bigger the area we get, the more this is gonna heal us extremely fast. I don't care about any of these, let's roll them. I would say we get Poison Applies Doom as well, because debuffs apply debuffs is a general good playstyle. And now I am applying hundreds of poisons as I'm seeing, and also a bunch of hemorrhage. But what I'm not seeing is me getting that crazy good passive that I was talking about. Let's level up. Potency on Bloodlust is always a yes. It's one of the highest buffing choices you can make. Let's run down to this crystal here, because I don't want it to be shooting at us. Hello, Crystal. Okay, Crystal is so much bled that it should go down. If it doesn't go down, then that just attributes us to how bad the bleed is. I mean, how weak, not bad. It's definitely not bad. It can be weak, but it's not bad. Let's continue looping around here. Also, applying millions upon millions of stacks does not really help us. Whoa, we enraged again. Level up. Blade Storm is here. This is a swing, okay? Because I found a swing and we also found frontal attacks, I now can with a guarantee know that the skill I care about is in the pool. 10% damage is once again not a good choice. Let's roll this. Heavy strike again. We're gonna throw these away. Multicast on slam skills, we obviously take that. 10% crit chance. This is really good. Crits guarantee apply wound, and wound makes half of the effects applied twice. So that's busted. And then crowbar any of these. Slam and chaos, we roll away. I guess attack speed 5%. I would really say that it's a good choice, but maybe even movement speed 10% would have been better. Doesn't matter. Opponents are dead. Now we're applying double the poison. So now opponents, as you can see, have 360 something poison when we get a hold of them. Area of effect on slam skills or crit chance 15%. I'm gonna go area of effect, obviously, because the more area we have, the better. First of all, the more coverage we have, therefore more damage we do on average. But also very important, we can hit bosses from afar. And also very important, we can heal easier from the ground slam. That is an area effect, right? It's an effect that is really good. The more area it has, as it's gonna have an easier time hitting whatever it needs to hit. Let's get the 3%. Let's get the 3% Leviathan. As I said, we literally prepared for getting that when the time came. I've been told that that's multiplicative damage. I'm not really sure if Leviathan is multiplicative damage, but it is damage nonetheless. And damage is important in games like these. I'm really hope that YouTube is not gonna butcher the quality on this. The bitrate or whatever. By the way, I've seen YouTube is putting out like a high bitrate, super premium quality for only people that have premium. I'm not sure if my videos even have that. I haven't strike, poison bomb, whatever, nope. This is the free reroll I was talking about, so we're gonna take this now. What's my crit chance? 65%. Okay, so yeah, I'm not sure if I have to do something for my videos to have that affect be a thing. I'm not sure. I'm not pushing premium to anybody. I'm just, you know, mentioning that that might be a thing. And honestly speaking, isn't it a bit weird that that got synchronized with when Vampire Survivors became a thing? Like, Vampire Survivors existed, and then 2 years later, YouTube is like, oh, how about higher bitrate? For those pesky higher bitrate games. Let's go Leviathan again. 3% movement speed, literally contracted the both Leviathans I got. Throw this away. Reduce damage taken by 2 flat. I'm gonna take that. Oh, by the way, another thing they added is now you can see how long a buff lasts on the buff bar. So you don't need to do flimsy math and see if the buff retains itself while you level up. I'm fighting Clockwork over here. You know, Clockwork does a lot of sound effects. I'm sorry, but I want to reduce this just a smidge. Just a smidge, he says, now everything's gonna be silent or something. I mean, on my end, it really looks like this is loud. Let's level up. Area of effect on Grand Slam, yes. And we continue running through everybody with my crazy attack speed, because now I am berserking. Level up. I don't enjoy these. Okay, 10% attack speed, very nice. I want to get hit here. I'm losing 2 life per hit while I'm berserking. It seems like I'm death immune. Oh, no, I just lost a die. Did you see when it read? Yeah, I lost a life. My flex costed me dearly. I was just trying to test something, and just like that, lost 200 health in 1 hit. And I was still in range when that happened, so that was like a 500 damage hit right there. Which, yeah, that's really bad, because now I lost my failsafe. Subdue, this is the skill I said. So, a powerful strike, direction you're aiming at, dealing 130 damage, extra 23 damage per stack of bleed and hemorrhage, which, if they have 300 stacks, that's a lot of damage. That's like 2000 damage on a 1 second cooldown. Just to compare, the bleeds do 400 damage. And this, I don't know, man, this is just a very powerful skill. You're gonna see it. It's gonna out DPS everything. And because I'm gonna stick to my prettiness idea, I'm gonna throw away the first one, just so that they line up in a way where I feel better about it. So, now we have Subdue. Now we have the most powerful poison bleed skill in the game. So whenever that thing strikes opponents, they're gonna just straight up melt. We obviously will be doing a bit less damage because of the fact that, I mean, not less damage, we're gonna be applying less bleeds. We're not gonna be doing less damage. And also, Subdue applies Fragility. Fragility increases the damage opponents take, so it just all binds into each other. We're gonna go here with Poisonous whatever. Let's continue smacking whatever we can. I'm still making meta progression. By the way, when this new patch got added and the meta progression thing got added in the game, I literally was like, wait a minute, I have enough meta progression to get every single talent I can get. And that's what I did. So, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't have every single talent in general, because the talents are bound to how many levels you have in the characters, how much prestige, how much you played with them. And I didn't really play with all the characters, to be honest. Let's get Fragility, so we start getting So we start amassing, actually, the Fragility stacks, because Fragility is the most important debuff in this game. Without fragility, you cannot kill anything. You need to be applying that 20, 30, 50, 100, 300, 5,000% more damage taken on the bosses. Otherwise, they just don't go down. So yeah, there's that, I guess. Whoop, let's break this for health. Let's continue attacking robotic slimes, I think. I don't even know what I'm fighting. Roll these. Let's get a bit of defense. Let's get a bit of multicast. Fragility is the main thing I want to be buffing now every time I can get maybe the chance. Man, that flex on the life loss was a good one now, wasn't it? I was having my fun. Did you also have fun? If you enjoyed me losing a revive for no reason whatsoever, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel so you see me fail. Actually, that's not even my main idea of the channel. The main idea of the channel is I know what I'm doing and I'm playing correctly. But sometimes I'm YOLOing, you know. Sometimes I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna YOLO it. And if it wasn't for the revive, by the way, I would not have even tried what I did. I was aware that I had a revive and I might lose it. I just did not think that I was gonna lose it. So yeah, there's that. Let's continue. Smack, smack, smack. If you have been a long viewer from the channel, you know that I very much enjoy throwing a runaway at some point. I'm like, okay, let's see, will I get one shot? And then I go ahead and get one shot. So there is that. But this time there was no reason to do it. Whoop. This time I was just testing out how powerful the defense gained from Enrage is. By the way, I did also play the Huntmaster with the dogs. I think it has a better passive. I don't know, Enrage didn't really excite me yet. But we are gonna continue bleeding opponents. Gonna continue getting attack speed. I mean, look at this. Do you see the green line around this Bloodlust? You see how the green line literally runs out a smidge before the cooldown runs out? So that's a good indication that it needs a smidge more buffing. Let's get fragility, obviously. As I said, fragility is now the next thing I'm going to be stacking 50,000 times if I can do so. Because it's a free win passive. Running through flames. Because I'm a Dragon Force enjoyer. Whoop. Can I please... I am enraged. I was about to say, can I please enrage? I think I am enraged. And honestly, how much time? This is 12-minute mark. I don't remember how much time I have for the infinite to be eligible for the infinite. So I'm gonna be a bit, no, not that aggressive. I was about to say I'm gonna be a bit more aggressive. That was very dangerous. Let's go with 10% area on everything. And one boss is left, and that boss is toast. So that was a 13-minute run. Now the question is, am I allowed into infinite, or is the game gonna be like, oh no, choose a portal, it says. Yes, I'm allowed into infinite. Very nice. Let's level up. Obviously, we're gonna go with potency as the actual play. But I'm gonna go with frailty. I'm always mixing up which is which. I always want to go to the one that's harder. So I'm gonna go to this one. I think this is the harder one. One can only hope, because my memory is trash. Anyway, if the first fight is not... what is this? 25 bosses. I think this is the harder one. Yes. Yeah, and 320 portals. This is the harder one. This is the one I wanted. This makes it so that bosses spawn a lot more often and faster, but because they spawn a lot more often and faster, you get through these faster. So that was the main idea here. Let's go with defense, because why not? Whatever is green, we pick up whatever is green. I never found XP gain again, ever. I never ever found XP gain again, which is a bit weird. I'm enraged. You know what would be awesome with enrage and also make a thematic sense? Dev ideas for you, boys. Oh, guys, I don't know. If rage, the more it lasted, the more powerful it became. Because you cannot maintain it forever. Unless I'm not aware of. But I don't think you can maintain it forever. So it would be fun if the more it lasts, the more damage it gives you. Because you are exhausting your enrage effect. Although a real thematic sense with your enrage would be the less it lasts. Like in the very beginning it's very powerful and then it starts falling off. That's the actual enrage mechanic, how it should be based on... we're dying. Potency on attack speed. Okay, we die very fast. Anything that hits us will kill us. So that means prepare for the run to end very abruptly and anticlimactic. But it's okay, doesn't matter if every single video isn't a 40-50 minute video, you know. Right now I'm trying to do this. I try to rotate back to the 2 videos per day, maybe. Although, honestly, I do enjoy 1 video per day. It makes it a bit more easier on my end. It also opens up some ideas that I have to start playing some other games. Not other games, no, area of effect on area, yes. Potency on the crazy buff, yes. I I want to open up a new channel. I want to open up new channels in general. So I want to expand a bit in different directions. I want to try some things in my life. Now, if those things don't work out, I will rotate back to the 2 and 3 video schedule. But because right now I enjoy very much backpack battles, I think is the name of the game. Hopefully a card is going to appear at the top right. It's like an Autobattler backpack hero game, which I really much enjoy. But because the runs on that game last like 20 minutes, I decided to play secondary games alongside that. If I stop that game, it's pretty much only that game that I'm going to stop playing. I'm going to continue going for the 1 video per day. Let's go with potency on this. Let's roll. Let's go with attacks and everything. And this should make it so we have a permanent bloodlust. If not now, in a bit. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. I really, the main thing I need to do is start opening up those other channels, because that is my main cutoff point right now, because I was just vacation for 10 days and now I'm back and I'm trying to reintegrate into my, you know, going out persona, not persona. For this, I'm using words very wrong. My going out personality. Yeah, I wanna go back into, you know, seeing people, because it's summer and I live in Greece, and I don't know if you know, but in Greece in summer you go out. Who would have thunk? Now the meme that you don't say. The old meme. You remember those old memes? Good old days when old memes were old, when they were real. Honestly, they were a bit cringe though. Anyway, I really remember. I really remember. I'm flying off the second story now. I really remember. At some point, because of the whole meme craze, but the old meme craze, right? The rage memes, that era, when, you know, like a boss and like a sir and why so serious? Yeah, the oh really or whatever, those memes, or the troll face was a thing and all that. I very much remember. Let's roll these away. Let's get a bunch of damage. Let's get damage on physical, let's go, and good movement speed, I would say. Yeah, I remember I literally bought meme t-shirts. I went to like a shop and we just bought a bunch of t-shirts for me and my friends, and we were having fun with that. And I remember the shopkeeper wanting to give me a gift, and he was like, you're not gonna get the O'Reilly or the damage on area, we're gonna take, oh no, that's not good. Yeah, we're gonna go magnetic then. I remember the shopkeeper trying to gift me the O'Reilly or the troll face. He told me like, you're not gonna get the basics, you're not gonna get like the cream of the crop. And I was like, I was thinking that they were cringe, man, but I want something else. But at that point I was like, it's a gift, okay, I'm gonna accept whatever he gives me, although they're cringe in my mind, right? And just like that, from all the memes that left the building, I think those left the building almost first. Like, they universally got eaten. And at this point, I don't even feel correct about wearing them. While I have like a boss one, which I'm okay with wearing, even though all of them are out of, I don't know, out of the scene. I don't know. It's very risky buying any merch that is very era specific. Let's see. Let's go here. Reroll these away. Like right now, if you buy anything, oh, fragility plus bleed, very nice. Right now, if you buy anything that has to do with AI taking over or whatever, yeah, it's gonna be outdated in 5 years. So don't do that. I guess. I mean, you can do whatever you want. Honestly, it's your money. Yesterday was another story time. Yesterday I was in a friend. Yesterday, when I say yesterday, it doesn't really mean anything for you guys, because these are getting recorded in and then uploaded in different days. But yesterday I was in a friend and I told him about my journey. Like, he wants to create a game or something. I'm helping him with it, but he wanted to create like assets and whatnot. And I told him that it's very, very easy to create assets with AI. And he was like, oh man, I tried with the stable diffusion and whatnot, and the PC lags, and you know, it takes time, and it's not really good, and you need to know what you're doing. And I was like, you know that there is, I told him about the stable diffusion, right? I was the one that told him about stable diffusion, and he tested a bit. Multicast on the best skill we have, and yeah, he was like, nah, it's a bit slow, it's a bit this, it's a bit that. And then I told me, you know, I told you about stable diffusion because it's the cheap version and the I'm gonna do something awesome version. But if you want the easy version, you can just buy Midjourney, right? You can just try that out. And he instantly signs up for the trial. and he instantly buys it, like instantly. Like, the trial was like, oh, too many people are in Midjourney now, you cannot really try the trial because that's what we do, you have to buy a program, and he like buys it on the spot. And I'm not like that, and I do a full-on research. I'm searching up things, I'm doing a lot of things before I quote-unquote invest my money, although like $10 per month isn't really that crazy bad, but still it's like a completely different mindset. And I would like to say, which mindset are you? Which side would you say? Like, are you the one that if you find something awesome, if somebody that you know tells you this is awesome, are you like very okay and eager to spend your money to see this awesome thing, or do you first do your own research and then decide on the fact? Because I'm very much do my own research guy, and honestly, I very much, let's go with range, I very much am jealous of that, and that's why I love that guy, because I'm giving him good ideas and what to do, and then he's just jumping on them, YOLO, just straight up, okay, you tell me to do that, I'm gonna do that. He doesn't do that with everybody, obviously, right? But he does that with me, and I don't do that with anybody, right? Which I have people that I trust, obviously, but even if you tell me this is the best thing, I will search up and look up if it's the best thing before I buy it. Now, if it's something for you, like if you tell me, yo, Sifd, I want you to buy me this, I'm gonna just buy it, like I don't care. But when it's for me, when you're suggesting me something, then I will look into it. Now that has to do with things that are look upable. If we're talking about, you know, a movie, or if we're talking about I don't know, something to eat, or you know, something to drink, you know, anything that I might not have any idea about, then I just trust you, YOLO style. And on that aspect, my friend does the opposite, right? I might tell him, yo, try this, it's awesome, and if he likes something very specific, he's gonna be like, nah, I'm not gonna risk it. I already know what I like, so I'm not gonna risk it. So the difference between us is that on new things, I really need to do a full-on research, and on things I don't care about, I just don't even try to get the research done. I'm like, okay, I don't care about it, I'm gonna drink whatever you suggest me, for example, if I go to a bar with a friend. But he does the opposite. On things he is super duper excited about, like if I don't know, not the opposite, I guess. I don't know where I was going with this. I guess our main difference is that I do my research and he is just more, you know, if you suggest it to me, I'm gonna do it, YOLO. I guess it's different, maybe it's the same thing, but for different things. You know, right now in this same video that I just said this whole sentence, I am realizing things about my friends. It's as if I'm talking to the psychologist, but I myself am the psychologist. The only thing I need to do to psychology myself and my friends is to talk. Because I need to, you know, it's as if I hear my voice and then my mind analyzes the words I myself say. If I don't analyze that, then that does not happen. Like if I don't talk about it or open, I don't think about it. So it's a weird interaction, and that happens to me very often, and a lot of people don't understand that. Now I'm going to a different direction. New topic. 5 topics today. You can comment down below in any topic you liked. Anyway, so yeah, I've realized that a lot of times I say something, I'm saying psychologize as if it's a word, but I'm gonna just use it as a word and you understand what I mean, right? So I do a psychology analysis on the same thing I just said, or even a logical analysis. Like I say something and I realize that it was not good to say, or I realize that I'm wrong. And then I instantly take it back, or sometimes I don't instantly take it back, right? Sometimes somebody just has to tell me, yo, Sifd, you realize what you just said? And then I take it back, right? But the thing is that some people, not some people, the whole cancel culture and pretty much a lot of people, not some people, a lot of people, will get offended by something that I literally cannot change, or will think that I'm stupid about something that I have already changed opinion on. Like, and it's very hard to explain. It's very hard to explain to somebody that, yo, I am a person that changes opinions and actually means it. Like when I change an opinion and I say that I changed opinion, I mean it. Like I don't have an issue with changing opinions. I'm not somebody that is really clung to my own opinions, because I think that is how you evolve as a human, right? And in my opinion, the less you cling to your own opinions, the easier you can evolve by learning new things. Now, you will need your old opinions to have some kind of characters for others, right? Other people care about you maintaining stability so that they can trust you, so that they can know you better, so that they can learn you. You know, other people will need you to not be flimsy, and the more flimsy you are with your opinions, the more people feel like you're whatever. You know, that's, I'm using the whatever as a negative, right? They think that you're, I guess, YOLO or whatever. Increase your cast frequency modifier additional for each stack of bleeding hemorrhage on nearby enemies for 8 seconds. Ooh. This is good. I'm not gonna take it though, but this is good. Actually, this is crazy good. Should I try this? For each stack. Oh, I'm gonna take this. Yeah, I'm gonna take this. You're out. So yeah, as I was trying to say, people will, like, it's for the other people. The other people care. Other people other than you care about what you used to think, what they think that you think, right? That's the whole purpose. They learn you and they understand what you think, so that they understand you as a human, so that they know you better, so that they trust you better, so that they A, B, C, D, E, whatever. But if you want to evolve, if you yourself want to evolve, then you need to not cling to your opinions, because the more you cling to your opinions, you stop actually having a correct opinion, and you start actually just believing in yourself, right? If you cling on to your opinions just because they are your opinions, right? Just because you don't want to learn something new or whatever, then by definition you're not evolving, right? The more you believe in yourself, no, not the more you believe in yourself, you should believe in yourself, but the more you believe that an opinion is correct because something that, just because you believe it, the less you evolve. So I just go the opposite route. I'm not believing things just because I believe them. I try to challenge my opinions all the time, and that can happen within the same sentence. Within a sentence that I say something about a friend of mine, I just think about something, I might instantly think about the fact that that thought is wrong, and that I switched on the spot. It's as if I'm fact-checking my own self the moment I think I am right about something. Which might make you paranoid, by the way, so it's something you should really pay attention to. Like, it has its downsides, and I'm pretty sure if you do it too often, then you will start hitting some walls, like not knowing what you yourself believe, which I'm already past, so I guess I'm past. Maybe I'm gonna have a problem in midlife crisis or something. I don't know. Nobody can predict the future, me included. I don't know if this is gonna turn out well or not, but I feel well about it. I feel good about it. And if anything, I have stopped becoming... No, you know what? If anything, people stopped calling me heavy... what was it called? Strong-willed, strong-opinionated, or something like that. Because when I think I'm correct, I'm not changing easily. Like, when I think I'm correct, I'm not gonna change an opinion. Because the thing is that when I'm wrong, I am very eager to change my opinion. So when I'm right, it's very hard for me to change an opinion. I don't know if it makes sense on your end that you're listening to right now, but to people that are friends of mine for a long while and they have realized how I behave, they know that. Like, they know how fast I can say the words, oh yeah, yeah, I'm wrong. Oh, sorry, yeah, you're right. Like, I say that very fast if I'm wrong, but if I'm right, you cannot convince me that I'm wrong. And let's go with cast frequency instead of blood. Let's go with that extra here. Roll this away. So yeah, I'm pouring my soul for some reason over here in today's video. I don't know what got into me. You know what? Let's take this once. Let's also banish XP gain, and let's also banish max life, and let's continue game fragility area. Let's continue on. So, yeah, it's a bit weird. You know what? By the way, do you remember previously in the video I said about I want to open a new channels and whatnot? Yeah, one of the channels I want to open is a psychology channel. I want to literally open a channel that has to do with things like these. I want to open a channel that just literally talks about the fact that, you know, human nature, nurture, and all the things. Banish this because I have 100%, multicast and slam. I would really like to talk about that openly, specifically and more importantly with people that care about this, right? Because not everybody cares about everything, and I don't want to tire you guys because you're here for a gaming channel, obviously, and you know, I don't know if you guys even care about the half of the things I say. I'm trying to put them out in a way as to how another person lives life. right? Because I'm literally pouring my mindset out here, and a lot of people, when I say that, they're like, you're weird, or that's not normal, or you know, you have some kind of it's not called disease, some kind of disorder, right? Like what you're explaining is ADHD, or what you're explaining is this, or what you're explaining is that. And you know what? I can tell you that it's not hindering my life. You might say it will hinder your life at 40, 50, 60, or it might hinder your life in 3D or in 5 years or 10 years, but I don't really feel that. Like I really feel healthy, and it is healthy. Like if you talk with anybody around me, maybe other than my parents, but if you talk with any of my friends, then you will see that it's good, it's healthy. I don't know, it's accepting yourself. I think that's where it starts. It's if you accept yourself, then no matter what you have, you can find the positive side of it. Even if you have ADHD, I mean, maybe I have ADHD, I don't know. I'm not gonna go to professional talk about that, because after I learned how ADHD is like prescribed, I don't trust the process, right? Because as far as I know, I might be wrong about this. You can once again always comment about if I'm wrong or right about something. As far as I know, ADHD is prescribed, or any of these disorders, to be honest, are prescribed by you just talk with somebody. Like you just talk with somebody and tell him how you live life and how you feel, and maybe he asks you some specific questions and whatnot, and then he just says, yes, you have it. And I do not accept that. Like unless you strap me up with some kind of device that can exactly tell me that yes, you have this specific thing because there is this specific imbalance in your chemistry, then I'm not gonna accept another person's word just telling me that, yo, you have an issue, because I'm not functioning like a quote-unquote normal human being just because some other human being decided that that is not the correct way of working. Especially when I have done a deep dive into psychology and all the rest, and it just everything aligns with that. Like I have seen, I have read enough things that align with what I am to understand how ADHD pops up in people and whatnot. And as I was about to say, I don't know how it is to have ADHD, other than some videos that I saw that, you know, the POV ADHD or whatever. But what I have seen is that you can be positive about it, right? Of course, if you have some crazy amounts of any disorder, then it might not allow you to be functioning, right? I do understand that. But there is definitely some aspect in your life that you can use that for, right? Let's say my friend has actually no, my friend, I know a human, I know a friend, I know a human I know a person that is prescribed with multiple personality disorder or borderline personality disorder. I don't know which of the two. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. By the way, if you're watching this video, obviously I haven't said your name, so don't go out of your way to literally point out that it's you. So that's like yeah, that person is using that to be a good bartender and be a good server, right? When he does what is it called? When damage on empowering, let's take that. When he is yeah, a bartender, not the bartender, the other thing, the guy that gives you the drinks. You know what, doesn't matter. Let's say he's a bartender, right? And he has a multiple personality disorder. Well, that guy can be a very good conversationalist, because he will talk to you the way you want him to talk to you. Right, he's gonna adapt a personality that is gonna make you feel nice, because he is using it for good, you know. Now of course I understand that 5, 10, 20, 30, 50 years at some point in the future, that thing might come back to bite him, and then he might feel that, oh, you know what, I don't know who I am anymore, right? I have adopted so many personalities that it's negative. But the thing is that you can see the positive in that. If you realize that you do that for a good purpose, if you realize that, you know what, I have multiple personality disorder, but that is happening because I work in a bar and because I use it to make the people in the bar feel better. That's why I have developed that. That's why I have become what I am. So if you actually realize this, then you can control it. At least that's how I feel about what I'm doing, right? I have realized that I am changing opinions easily, and also at the same time, I don't change opinions if I feel that I'm right. So I have realized that, you know what? If I feel that I'm right, I'm not gonna explain 50 times myself, because a lot of people do not understand what I'm telling them. And when people start telling me, but Sifd, 20 days ago, or, you know, but Sifd, last time we talked, you thought that technology is an important thing for humans to evolve, and what you're saying right now is that technology is gonna actually destroy us. So what is your actual opinion? And I'm like, whatever is the last thing I told you. My opinion is whatever is the last thing I told you. It's as simple as that. And you know, if you need me to have a specific opinion, for you to actually decide something about me, for you to form an opinion about me, well, that is your problem and not mine, because I can very much live my life with what I'm doing. If anything, it fits how I function in general. So I don't know, man. it's me or you, but we're gonna see in 30 years when I'm gonna be actually described by something. But I don't care, man. I love life. I love living, and in general, I enjoy everything that I'm doing. I have friends and family that love me too, so I do not see the issue with any of these. Let's go into another one. We continue looping here because I'm having fun. My editor is gonna literally listen to all of this and is gonna be like, yo, you snuck personality, you snuck your personality and psychology thing inside of your game videos. What are you doing, Sifd? Open up a new channel for actual things like these. Do not pour your soul in this thing. 160 opponents for a boss fight. We are completely and utterly busted. Let's rotate back to what's actually happening in the game itself, although I do enjoy talking about whatever random thing my mind pops up to. But yeah, at this point, Bloodlust is permanent. As you see, the green line is always there, and the same goes for Scent of Blood. That's also permanent. So we have like crazy damage and crazy attack speed, and 50,000 bosses are about to appear in a moment. I also have farmed like so many resources, so many everything. This is XP, right? Yeah, this XP, and this is this over here is the main. Actually, I don't know what these two are. The blue is definitely the main level up resource, and I have got 100,000. A level costs like 15,000. So we're like super duper rich. 23 million life. Oh, I got stuck on a wall. Oh, still alive. One is down, two is down. Look how fast they lose. Oh, I died. They were dying very fast, but I also died very fast. And nice, we got all of these things for unlock more items. 5, 6, 1 diamond, 1 black. Wow, you get very few of these. By the way, Subdue, the skill I have one time, and I told you is the highest DPS thing, 800 million damage. And Heavy Strike, which I had 2 of, and I had for a long time 3 of, 742. Ground Slam did nothing, and the rest don't really matter. Details, honestly, DPS, Subdue, 600k DPS. Insane. And yeah, let's close this up. Let's go and level up our good old skill tree. The moment I decided to stop talking about psychology, boom, instantly game was over. Let's invest into this. Increase your block by 2, but 10 on all characters. And I would say let's also go for crit damage, I think was here. Yeah, 10% crit damage. Yeah, just a bunch of crit damage. And I have one more point. Might invest it into increase the potency. Nope. Might invest into reduce the amount of rage required to become raged. Do you see how little this cost? 22,000. I have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I have 3 million. By the way, before I invested into all of these, all of what you're seeing, all of this, I had 6 million. So all of this cost like 3 million to put. And I haven't even unlocked everything. And as you see, they're lining up things for expanding even more. Classic let your mind decide idea here. And also I want to mention that there are like some question marks in between. So these here are either the other half of the classes. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And yeah, these are like 12, 14. So I don't know, man. I'm assuming that these little pips here are just the class we already have, and they're just gonna instantly shoot from here to here, like boom. By the way, I cannot scroll up or down. That's why I'm just sitting here in the middle. There is no scrolling happening. I could do this, for example, but yeah, like I'm assuming that this class is gonna just start from here, which is a bit sad if that is the actual case. Ah, I can't scroll if I'm not fully zoomed out. I see. I was wrong. I stand corrected. But if you get to this point, you can no longer zoom up or down, which is a bit weird. Like here, I cannot scroll up and down. Here, I can scroll up, and I can still not see the top crystal. But here, I can see the top crystal. Like right now, I'm seeing it. Zoom out, boom. I cannot see it anymore. Zoom out more, boom. I cannot see it at all. Zoom out even more, still not seeing it. It's a bit weird. I would suggest to make this as zoom outable as you can see everything, just for the UI design of it, the design, the prettiness. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, don't forget to subscribe, like, etc, etc, etc. You can do whatever you want, and don't forget to comment about anything I talked about. I opened like 5-6 different topics today, so I'm really eager to see how today's comment section is gonna go. And yeah, that's going to be it. As always, thanks for watching, and see you guys around.